my plane.
Classic.
Love it.
Harrison Ford, Air Force One, and that's what we're going to talk about here on the big board. Donald Trump sparking a heated debate over the famous plane. In a tweet on Tuesday, he called on the government to cancel Boeing's contract to build an upgraded version. David Curley is joining us now. He's our aviation expert. So tell us a little bit about what's going on here, David.
Well, Robin, there is no contract yet, so there is no price tag yet. There is no $4 billion for new Air Force Ones, and we are talking more than one aircraft. What has happened is Boeing's been told, we want to use your 747-800. They've been given $170 million to try and figure out what they should build. Now, the Trump camp says they were using a government report. It says that it could cost up to $3.2 billion. That's not $4. The Pentagon's saying it's about $2.7 billion. That number could go up or down. No contract yet for new Air Force One.
But it's still a lot of money. Come on, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's still a lot of money, David. Why did it cost so much?
All right, let's start with Strahan Airlines. You want to go buy a 747, it's $380 million list price, okay? Boeing probably is going to knock some off that because they're going to build it from scratch. So say they knock off 50, 80 million, $300 million just for the airframe.
Okay.
Now, you want your options, right? Come on in, I got some things for you. So the Secret Service and the Air Force want an aircraft that has superior defense systems that can ward off missile attacks or rocket attacks. They also want to have shielded against electromagnetic and nuclear attacks. They want secure communications, uplink, downlink, and of course you have to be able to refuel in mid-flight. So Boeing's going to take all these things, test them, make sure they work together, add that to the cost. Is it 500, 600 million a plane? Are we talking 2 billion, 3 billion? Who knows? Could it get to 4? It is the government.
And yeah, that's right.
$300 million doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, when you look at it like that. You've been on Air Force One. Tell us about it.
Well, you know, Robin, we get to do a lot of cool stuff, right? This one's up here on there. The first time you fly, they give you a certificate that says that you flew on Air Force One. We sit in the back. We never see the president unless he comes back to see us. The seats are better than economy. They're a little bigger. It's not quite business class. The crew's really nice. You get the M&Ms with the presidential seal. Personally, I'm a hot sauce guy, so I have my little hot sauce with the presidential seal that came from Air Force One. It's a cool ride. I will say this. I was in Seattle working when they built the 2 Air Force Ones that are flying now, and the Boeing workers and executives very proud that the president's flying in their aircraft.
And they've been in service for quite a few years, decades, haven't they?
You're getting, I think it was 30 years ago, Robin, when I was working in Seattle, that those planes have been flying. Yeah. They're at the end of their life.
Yeah.
They're going to need to be replaced. They want a 4-engine aircraft. The 47 is the only American 4-engine aircraft.
All right.
That was only 3 years ago, David, not 30, my friend. All right, up next. Prince Harry is under fire for extending a vacation with American actress and girlfriend Meghan Markle following his official Caribbean tour. The prince is now back in London today after breaking palace protocol by mixing business with pleasure. Lama Hassan joins us live from Buckingham Palace. And Lama, we've been waiting for him to find love. He found love. He did this all in love. So what is the pushback he's facing right now?
He was doing it for love. And good morning to you, Michael. Here's why Prince Harry's little jaunt to Toronto has some people here up in arms about it. So Prince Harry was on an official 15-day, 7-country tour of the Caribbean, a grueling tour, I hasten to add, all on behalf of the Queen, all on official business and all great. Now, the royal reporters who were covering the Prince's tour were told by the palace all along that as soon as the tour ended, he was going to head straight back to London because he has official business here, so he had to make it back in time. In fact, this morning, as you rightly said, he is at a couple of charity events. Well, now we know that Prince Harry made a slight 1,700-mile detour to Toronto, which is, of course, where his girlfriend Meghan Markle lives. So the question this morning, did he break palace protocol? Well, Buckingham Palace insists that it actively discourages members of the royal family from mixing official business with private matters. And of course, this is a private matter. So who pays for it? Well, the palace says the cost is going to be settled privately. So it sounds like he is going to pay for it.
Probably
what happens
so.
to the security? Who pays for that? Is it us, the taxpayers? Those are the questions that are being asked today.
Yes, and you said it's a private matter, but they're really becoming more public. You know, even Meghan is becoming more public about their relationship. Tell us about that.
Oh, absolutely, Robin. Yes, there's one picture that I think says it all. It was snapped in the last 48 hours, and it was only in the last 24 hours that royal watchers really saw what was on that gold necklace. Look at this picture. It shows Meghan Markle walking down the street wearing a necklace with M and H. Those are their initials. That is a sign that this relationship is pretty serious.
All right, you know what, Lama? Maybe we'll be making a trip
Right.
over to you to see you for this royal wedding if it ever happens.
I'm here.
We can fly with David on Air Force One.
I knew that was coming on.
Wrap it all up, put it all together.
A nice big bow. Thank you to you both.